Happy New Year! All of us at Hydrocarbon Engineering hope you enjoyed the festive season. 2011 was a turbulent year, but I'm glad to say that COP17, which was held in Durban, South Africa, from the 27th of November to the 9th of December, ended the year on a more positive note for those fighting for a greener and cleaner future, as there were unexpected and surprising conclusions. It can be said that talks didn't start off on the best foot. As Ban Ki-moon, UN General Secretary, said, "We must be realistic about expectations for a breakthrough," and warned that in these troubling economic times, a successful global climate treaty could be beyond our reach. Yet, the 194 participating parties gathered for the two-week event. At the 11th hour, on the Sunday after the official schedule of the end of the meeting, approximately 122 countries assembled to develop the Durban Platform. Global governments and economies settled to create a legal agreement on climate change by 2015, which will be enforced from 2020. Another positive outcome was a decision to adopt a second term of the Kyoto Protocol up to 2017, and the US, China and India decided to become part of the agreement, which proved to be one of the biggest surprises of the UN event. The introduction of the US, China and India into the second phase of the Kyoto Protocol has been hailed as the triumph of the EU delegation. The UK Climate Change Secretary led the battle to incorporate the three nations by declaring that no motion towards a second Kyoto Agreement with only the EU and 2 or 3 other developed countries would control less than 15% of global emissions, and doing it in isolation makes no sense. The EU conglomerate was supported wholeheartedly by Latin America, African states, lesser developed countries and island nations. For me, the biggest letdown of COP17 was the withdrawal of Canada, Japan and Russia from the second phase plans, particularly Canada. Over my years on hydrocarbon engineering, I have been fascinated by the development of the oil sands industry. I am indeed aware that the oil sands are seen as one of the most environmentally destructive projects on the planet. However, there is money being invested in technology to allow cleaner production from these resources. On 13th of December, the Financial Times reported that Canada is to withdraw from the Kyoto Accord on the global warming in order to save billions of dollars in potential non-compliance penalties. It can be argued, however, that this is a sensible and strategic move played by Canada. Personally, I understand that money paid in penalties for not meeting Kyoto standards will draw from funds allocated to oil sands development and research into energy efficient and environmentally friendly methods of production, which are needed. This is rather a vicious circle. However, one does find it disappointing still, as a more global drive that incorporates as many prominent nations as possible to help reduce the efforts of climate change would possibly have been more power. Yet, Peter Kent, Canadian Environment Minister, did announce Canada will support a new international climate change agreement that includes commitment from all major emitters. It will be some time before the positive benefits of the decisions made at COP17 are felt. However, as the saying goes, good things come to those who wait. Thank you for watching.